welcome everybody. Love them knives. Love them knives, yeah. Got Bastard Knives. Bastard Knives, interesting company out of Spain. Although I believe this knife, the BAAL, B-A-A-L, wherever it says that, it says it somewhere in here. The B-A-A-L, okay, which can be a reference to a demon or Satan or whatever, or that kind of thing. So I was just thinking, badass, bastard knives, whatever. This is pretty wicked looking. But yeah, companies out of Spain. I think this one, the Venator, and maybe the Utopia that I've also done before, OEM by Bestech, right? So, and then the fixed blades, I can't remember where they're made. I think they're in Europe though. So just these folders are OEM by Bestech. Where they're doing the others, I don't know. I'll put down below. I think they told me, and then I've forgotten. I've slept since then. So, oh, they got a pretty cool. Oh well, shit. This one's out. So let's look at this one. I mean, microfiber cloth. Okay, you know, they're right there, and then of course in Spanish there, right there. And so this one I'm going to talk about now because this is the BAAL, BAAL, or whatever, and we're having a ball. This is pretty wicked though. Talk about a name for a demon or whatever, that kind of thing. Yeah, this is pretty vicious looking knife here. And if you straighten it out, because it looks like this, okay, but I think it's obviously there for a reverse grip and maybe a very tactical defensive type of knife, right? Okay, but and then the carbon fiber on here looks pretty outstanding, I'd say. And then on the back, of course, we got titanium, etc. And you know what? I'm going to put the name of the co-conspirator down there because there is they do a lot of these collaboratives here, and this is euros for, you know, if you want to order it off of their site. And I think White Mountain may carry some of the, I know they do carry some of these knives, some of the bastard blades, but maybe not all, okay? And there's a couple of fixed blades that I'm going to report on here in not too long. And then, of course, Aperion, or however you spell that, Bladeworks is the designer here. It's N690 blade steel, okay, Austrian bowler, okay, and there's that, okay. Now, anything else that's of, you know, cryogenic heat treatment, CNC technology, fat carbon, black camo, carbon fiber grip, okay. So that looks good though, it does. Steel insert on the lock, and here's the CNC machining, torque screws, etc., etc. So that's all the paperwork you're going to get, and you're going, thank God, thank God. So, and of course I got little fingerprints all over it, up and down, because ooh, it's still got oil on it. Oh, by the way, which reminds me, maybe it's time to at least kind of take a little jab at some paper here. Okay. I mean, it's got a pretty decent edge out of the box, and also in here is just this little folder here. What does it say? It says this, this, and this. And then here on the inside, and yes, I can read part of it, but not all of it, that's for sure, okay? And, okay, 21.3 centimeters, so 8 1/4 maybe overall. 9.3, 9.6 would be 3 3/4 inch blade, so it's a bit maybe over, let me see, bit over 3 1/2. Let me see if we are, if I can, Well, there's 3 3/4 there to that part. And then as we work our way up, really 3.65 inch blade. And overall, 8.5, close to 8.5 at 21.5 centimeters. So I don't know. How do you catch that? Yeah, that's close to 8.5, isn't it? 21.5 centimeters. So it's a pretty full-size knife, isn't it? It's a little wonky looking. It's very different, isn't it? You know what? Let's see how thick this is. 0.54, so not really that much. 13.8 millimeters. Blade stock. Whoa, is that for sure? Okay, I guess. Wow. I didn't expect it to be 4.6 millimeters. 0.18. That's some heavy stock, isn't it? And it's a frame lock. There's your lockup, and of course, hardened steel insert in here, and it's 35% lockup. Pretty good lockup on that. No blade play or lock rock, any of that kind of stuff. Oh, she's dead centered, no problem with that. That flipper tab's way back here, isn't it? And there it is. Hits you in the thumb, though. And when it does, it's over the detent, and it just drops right in. So that's not a problem. It just follows you right in. Got a nice little drop to it, that's for sure. Boom, just like that. Probably not a lightweight, huh? Let me see what we got. 153 grams. Okay, so it's not super lightweight, but that's not crazy heavy either. Probably 5-something ounces. 5.4. There you go. Okay, 5.4. Now, that's not that much. Considering that blade stock, whoa, that is some stuff, isn't it? We do some weight relieving on that titanium there. And then that carbon here, that's pretty interesting. What else is going on in here? Okay, we got a couple of screws holding that on. I don't know. What do we got? We got a number 8 on there. Have we got number 8s here? Yeah, we do on the body, don't we? Yeah, number 8 there. I wonder if these are number 8s. Yeah. So these are all number 8s on here. Is this a number 8? It looks like it. Yep, that's a number 8. Even on the hardened steel insert interface thing. So those are all number 8s all around. So that's all you need. Okay. Wow, it does drop. I mean, there's kind of your balance point on this knife right in here. Okay, that's easy to find. Ergos are, for me, are adaptable here because boom, boom, boom. You know, I mean, you got this front choil piece and then you're all laid out behind that. Okay, so if you did a reverse grip, that's pretty comfortable actually. It's amazing that may seem, but it's probably one of the more preferred grips for this knife, right? Depending on what you're up to. So, yeah. Nice satin grind to it. Fit and finish seems pretty decent. I don't see any problems with that. Yeah, it's got nice movement to it, and it's pretty intuitive as far as this goes. That's weird because usually the flipper tab's a lot more further forward. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an unusual knife. You know, blade to handle length is all it can be, really, with this wraparound backspacer. And then it flows right into the bolster, so at least the design flow is pretty good. So there you go. I mean, this is going to appeal to a certain kind of person from a design standpoint, I think, right? Then this little area in here, well, at least it'd be good for sharpening, although you got a recurve here, so if you're up for that. I can't tell you the last time I sharpened a recurve. I know I got a recurve rod in my KME thing, but I can't remember the last time I used it. I think I pretty much usually pass on doing recurve sharpening. It's enough just to get involved in trying to keep up for sharpening and stropping my just normal blades. So recurve, cool, good looks, good for pull cuts, and you know, great stylistically. Not so good in my estimation for just like practical purposes in that way, but okay, okay, there you go. So piercing, cutting, tactical, self-defense, and that kind of thing, and not overly heavy. Blade stock is pretty heavy duty there, okay, on this one. So a little bit more extreme on the overall design than the Venator, right? The Venator, a little bit more, you know, of a standardized approach, right? Here. So this one, I'd say standard grab on the ergos I like better. The Utopia as well. This one's pretty extreme for me, but maybe not for you. You know, there's a lot of guys that like the very tactical, and they like karambits and things like that. So this would be where this would appeal, okay? And then this one still has a bit of a recurve in it, right? So Bastard Blades, just another kind of option here of a different brand that's just not your standard store brand, right? And Spain, and coming out with new designs and doing different things, different collaborations. So there's that. Now, these are both good sized knives. So these are both good sized knives. And you know what? Droppy shutty. Woo, baby. Drop shut. Drop shut. So, okay. I know I saw the Utopia on White Mountain Knives, and I think I saw the Venator as well. I don't think I've seen any of the fixed blades, and they do have a couple of fixed blades at Bastard Knives, and I'll give you the link for that, as well as White Mountain, since they carry them as well. So we'll see how that goes. Whew. That's slick though. Let's take a look inside, see what we think. I mean, ergos are acceptable, especially if you're thinking about, you know, a very tactical grip on it. But design is a bit out there, isn't it? Although I don't have a problem with the construction, fit and finish, or that kind of thing on this knife at all. Okay, let's start from the beginning. That's how you usually start. Let's do this. And of course not. One more, two more. There we go. Got that one out. We do have a captured pivot here, so no problem there. And let's talk about getting this pocket clip disconnected. And we got that, and the screws are the same. Put them up here in the pocket clip capture area, and then here's your standard body screws, and that's definitely shorter than the pocket clip. I'm imagining all these body screws are going to be pretty uniform in size, and it looks like they are. Okay, and let's grab that one. Yeah, so we got all three of those. Okay. Now, what do we got? Are they going to let go? Let go. Of course we got, okay, there we go. Pocketed, you know, so weight relieved. And then hardened steel insert with a ceramic detamp ball. And of course, we've got the steel washer, which, come here. Okay, steel washer right there. In the titanium. Right there. And then we got the blade stop right there. Hardened steel. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then, of course, ceramic bearings. Kick this off. Okay, ceramic bearings. Boom, boom. Got that. Now, that is a big old thick hunk of steel, isn't it? Wow. Okay, now, here's this, and yeah, it's captured. You can see the flat spot, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, instead of putting a liner or whatever in here, then they just reinforce this area, which makes sense. And here's like the captured area here that this goes through, and there you go. But you don't have a logo on here, so you don't really have to worry about that. But you do need to try and capture this since you don't have an entryway in here. So there is that, and then this is your titanium backspacer, etc. What do you think? There's your disassembly. All right, done and done. One thing I noticed is these screws are not magnetic. Okay, so what they are, I don't know, but I'm not getting anything off of them. Nah, there's nothing. There's nothing. No magnetism along here at all. So whatever they are, they're not magnetic. So I would think they'd be titanium. Don't know for sure, but I know one thing. They're not magnetic. The BAAL, BAAL, have a ball? You bastard. Yes, the bastard knife from Spain. And check my links below. We do love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.